If you have been farming Hamster Kombat, this is an urgent video for you to watch. Now, a lot of persons have been asking me numerous questions, and I want to answer all of those questions in this video. So first, I'm going to talk about what is the listing date for Hamster Kombat. People have been saying it's going to be on the 10th of July, but is that going to be the real date for Hamster Kombat listing? You're going to find out in this video. Also, I'll talk about what is the listing price for Hamster Kombat. And next, I'm going to talk about how much you could potentially make from Hamster Kombat. And finally, in this video, I'll talk about other airdrops you can start farming right now for free. So if you like content like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel right now. And let's get started. Let's start with what is the listing date for Hamster Kombat. So when you go to one of their latest tweets, it says, "Alright, Hamster family, we haven't chatted in a while. What have you been up to? Share in the comment. And remember, the when listing reply is getting old. We are working on it, okay, and you'll be the first to know." Now, this already tells you that the listing of this coin is actually very close. Now, when you open up your Hamster Kombat and you click on mine and you click on specials, now you're going to see a countdown which says 237 hours left. Now, I'm making this video on the 30th of June, and 237 hours is about 9.8 days. That's about approximately 10 days. So in 10 days, there will be a massive update from Hamster Kombat, but a lot of persons are saying this is going to be the listing date for Hamster Kombat. Well, we really can't tell because it is hard to assume this date. Just like Notcoin, which took everyone by surprise. While we were saying when is Notcoin listing, when is Notcoin listing, they never told us the exact date. They kept playing on us until they revealed the date themselves. So I don't know if they're going to use this 10th of July 2024 as a date for listing. But what I know is the listing date is actually very close. I feel like it's going to get listed before the end of July. So 10th of July or any other time in July is actually very fine. The next question right now is, what is the listing price for Hamster Kombat? Now, before getting started with this video, if you want to make money from copy trading, just like I made over $2,000 from League of Traders, then sign up with my link in the description. And also, if you want to find out the step-by-step guide on how to set up the League of Traders app so that you can start doing copy trading, then watch the video, which I'm also going to leave in the description. Let's get started with our video. So far, Hamster Kombat have been listed on just one exchange, which is xt.com. You can see it's currently trading at 0.7120, and it at some point was up to like close to $1. Now it's down to like $0.7, which is fine. But one thing I noticed about xt.com is usually when a token is listed on xt.com, it is not actually the real price of the coin when it gets listed on exchanges. So we might expect some changes when this token officially get listed on exchanges. Now, I actually checked out their white paper and I really can't see a lot of details with respect to the tokenomics, because right here, you really can't find their tokenomics, which is the numbers like total supply, max supply, and things like that. Just the token utility, which is what you're going to use the token to do, which includes in-game purchase, buying upgrades, and so many things like that. Now, I did much more research beyond this, and I found this tokenomics from coinlaunch.space, which I don't know if it's going to build the real tokenomics of Hamster Kombat. Now, you can see right here, your total supply is about 10 billion token, and according to it, just about 20% of it will be circulating for airdrop. So if we have 10 billion tokens, with the current market price of xt.com, it puts it at an FDV of $700 million, which is $0.7 multiplied by 10 billion tokens. That gives you $700 million for the FDV. I think that's a pretty decent FDV when you compare that with Notcoin, which is the originator of this whole thing. So if this is going to be the real tokenomics of Hamster Kombat, then I'll assume that the price is going to start between $0.5 to $0.7, because that's around $500 million FDV to around $700 million FDV, which I feel is very decent for this project. So the next question is, how much are you going to make from Hamster Kombat? So the amount you're going to make from Hamster Kombat is going to be different based on the different number of tokens you actually have. Now, according to Hamster Kombat, it says profit per hour over coin balance, which means your coin balance is not going to be what is going to determine the tokens you're going to get. Rather, your profit per hour is what will determine the airdrop you're going to receive on that very day. So I will encourage you to keep working on your profit per hour if you want to make a lot from this airdrop. But one thing I will say is, with the amount of persons in Hamster Kombat already, so far they have about 150 million to 200 million community members right now, but not everyone will get that airdrop. I believe about 50% will most likely get the airdrop, which is around 100 million people, and by the time you divide that by the market cap and every other thing, you can see that the numbers are not going to be really big like that. So manage your expectations. You might also be surprised to make something reasonable from this, but just in case you don't make a lot of money from this, please move on and make sure you manage your expectations. And the final thing I'm going to talk about in this video, which other free airdrop can you start farming right now? For me, I'm going to recommend PIXELVERSE for you, and that is because they have a very good team, and so far they've raised about $5.5 million from investors. I believe they might also raise more money before PIXELVERSE launches, and PIXELVERSE is going to launch most likely in July, which means it is very urgent to start farming PIXELVERSE. So if you're not farming PIXELVERSE, I'm going to leave my link in the description for you to start farming PIXELVERSE right now. And that is why I'm going to call it a wrap for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel, as I have a lot of interesting updates coming in this channel. So make sure to subscribe to see all of those contents when they drop, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.